What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I have a two-leg college football parlay. So I say this all the time, but great lines, they don't last forever, and you never know when the line movements are going to occur. So for example, in college football, some of these guys going to the NFL, they decide not to play in the bowl games. That causes lines to move, right? Weather changes, that causes lines to move. For a bunch of different reasons, these odds are constantly moving around, kind of like the price of a stock. So we're always, as a sharp bettor, we're hunting through the market and we're looking for value. And there's a lot of strategies to finding good plays, but the one we're going to go through in this video is positive EV betting. So I'll take you through the first pick I ended up locking in is actually right here. Mississippi State money line at plus 105 odds on Caesars. So again, like the way that OddsJam works, any of the betting tools, is it's all based in data, right? There's no sports. You can see lines are actually moving right now. It looks like on DraftKings, Kansas just moved from plus 135 to plus 125. So lines are moving towards Kansas, right? Arkansas, minus 155 to minus 145. So they're not as big of a favorite. Who knows why that line moved? Maybe a player got injured. Maybe a bunch of sharp action started hammering Kansas. I don't know. Maybe the weather changed. It's going to be colder and Kansas has a better rushing. I don't know. Like, right? You never know why these lines are moving. It's a market. It's just like the price of a stock. It's constantly in flux. So what I noticed here is the way that OddsJam works, right, is it kind of pulls these 50,000 odds from each sports book. I mean, if you look through Caesars, all the different stuff they have, all the different stuff you can bet on. I mean, player props haven't been posted yet, but typically there's a bunch, or they have, I guess. You know, there's even just for one game, the amount of stuff you can bet on Caesars is pretty crazy. So what OddsJam is doing is it's just pulling in all that data in real time, and the positive EV tool just shows you, hey, here are big discrepancies in the odds. So what you're going to notice here with Mississippi State is BetMGM has this minus 105, FanDuel minus 108, Caesars plus 105. Unibet, DraftKings minus 105, minus 104, a lot of sports books minus 110. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker in the world, most efficient betting market, they have Mississippi State favored. They have Mississippi State as minus 110 and Illinois at minus 106. So as a sharp bettor, right, we're using all this data. We're using all this data in the ecosystem, in the sports betting market to make better bets. And when most sports books are, pricing something at minus 110, minus 105, you can get it plus 105. That seems like a pretty good deal, right? So the EV tool just kind of like hunts through all these odds and points out with no BS where the value is. And it's fully customizable. You can filter for certain sports and stuff like that. But typically, if I'm not making a video about college football, typically I keep more sports books selected and then I do all sports. I just noticed, a few really good college football bets on Caesars and decided to parlay them. So I ended up just filtering for football. But you get the point. So another way you can think about this, and a lot of people are like, wow, you didn't even talk about the players. But the truth is that's all reflected in the market, right? Sports books reflect win probabilities for teams through their odds. Everything public, all public information is priced into the market. There are millions of people betting on these bowl games, right? So all their opinions, all this betting volume is reflected in the market. In the same way, it is with the price of a stock, right? If people want to buy Facebook and there's more demand, the price goes up. If there's more supply, people are trying to sell it, the price goes down. It's no different in sports betting, right? If people start hammering Mississippi State, they're going to move from plus 105 on Caesars to maybe plus 100, then maybe minus 105, right? Now, let's say an Illinois player gets injured and the lines rip towards them. What you're going to notice is some initial people will get down those early bets. Sports books will start to pull down odds or they'll kind of be in flux, and the market will have to adjust on every sports book. If an Illinois player is injured, all these sports books are going to be rushing around trying to set lines and figure out where the market should be given that this player's injured, right? If their quarterback's injured, if Illinois' starting quarterback for this game gets injured, what should the line be? Should Mississippi State be minus 150? I don't know, right? But all this action, right? Bettors are going to be placing a bunch of wagers. Sportsbooks are going to be scrambling around. And what's crazy is they all try to do it independently. So as a sharp bettor, we essentially have, I like to consider it, we have hundreds of data points, throughout the market. I'm just filtering for books in my location, but you have hundreds of data points telling you what the price for Mississippi State should be. And certain sports books are smarter than others. So Pinnacle is known to be, sharpest sports book in the world. It's a very efficient betting market. So you kind of look at all these odds, right? You treat every book as an independent data point of where the line should be set, and you hunt for value. Caesar Sportsbook, they make money by charging the VIG, a spread called the VIG. And, so it looks like our most recent bets went okay. But, here's my two-leg parlay, by the way. Mississippi State and then Tulane. So sportsbooks make money by charging the VIG. But again, they can't keep everything in check 24/7. Caesar Sportsbook has 50,000 odds. They're trying to set lines independently, just like FanDuel. They'll screw up occasionally. So what the EV tool points out to you is basically those spots where they're screwing up, and you can get a play that actually has an edge, that's verifiable, that's mathematical. This is just pure value. We're getting plus 105. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker, has it favored. So I took these two EV bets. Also looks like there's some value on Kansas State money line, but I already have them on the point spread. So two-leg parlay. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Any questions you have, you can let me know. I went through the math. We have a bunch of videos about parlay math, but the profit margin on this parlay is 3.11%. I hit it for $250, and I added it to this sheet, or I didn't add it yet, where I'm tracking profit and loss since the start of football season. So this is Tulane money line, and then we have Mississippi State money line, 250 at plus 363 odds. So what you'll notice here is we're currently up 41K in plays I've given out since sports bets I've given out since September 12th, which is pretty good. But again, it's streaky. There are winning streaks, there are losing streaks. I say this all the time, but this bet on Mississippi State has an edge. We're getting a lot of value at plus 105. It's mathematically profitable. The play has an edge and will win in the long run. But you'll notice, we have winning streaks, we have losing streaks. We hit some big parlays, we have some losing streaks. If you look through my Betway account, where I was betting a lot before I came home for Christmas, here, 4 wins, 1 loss. It's just math, right? It's going to happen sometimes that you're going to have 4 wins and 1 loss, and you're going to go on losing streaks. It's all about finding an edge and trying to win in the long run. OddsJam is not a product try to get rich overnight. It's a product that gets you edges so you can build your bankroll every month. So hopefully this was helpful. Let's make money.